If you have watched any of the ticker tape parades over the past 7 decades, you have seen the same car lead the way up the Canyon of Heroes.
The prized possession of the city's fleet of vehicles is the focus of this week's Snapshot New York with Steve Overmeyer.
Some people hate to drive in the city, but New York is great for driving if you have the right car. This is an Imperial Phaeton. In 1952, Chrysler custom-built this car exclusively for New York City, and every parade since has included this car, starting with superstar golfer Ben Hogan in 1953.
And now Old Broadway becomes Hogan's Alley. New York is really golf happy today.
Paul Hersdorfer is the caretaker of this rolling piece of history.
Right here is where the 1969 astronauts came out of City Hall with the car.
This car has carried astronauts, world champions, kings and queens.
When you are in a ticket day parade, you could feel the energy.
I could only imagine what it's like being in this car and having the confetti raining down
on you.
What is that like?
It's amazing.
Is it difficult to travel at 5 miles an hour?
It is hard. This car wants to go.
It's not built for speed, but it has a V8 Hemi under the hood. Every part on this car was custom made by Chrysler, styled to challenge the norms. These are gun-sight taillights, and this is a flared fender that inspired the most iconic styling trend of the 50s, tail fins. 70 years ago, cars reshaped cultural attitudes and self-expression, emblems of America's pioneering spirit. If they are preserved, they become priceless.
This is $1 million car. That doesn't make you nervous when you're driving down the street at all, though, does it?
All the history it has makes me nervous. Not how much it's worth, but this car's been through a lot of history.
New York has always had a special relationship with ticker tape parades, and this Phaeton has led the charge. For the past 67 years.
We're coming down Broadway during the parade, and the paper was bumped up on the floor. Some of the paper was underneath the car, and it started to ignite.
Oh, no.
Yes.
You had flames coming out from underneath the vehicle. That is Phaeton.
According to Greek mythology, Phaeton was the son of Helios. One day he was allowed to drive his father's flying chariot. Unable to control it, he went down in flames. So a fire under the Chrysler Phaeton is fitting.
Do you want to try?
Want to try what?
Driving it?
Are you kidding me?
Driving this piece of history is exhilarating. Despite its weight and length, it proved surprisingly responsive and agile. Steering was light and creates the smoothest ride with no rattles.
I'm trying to look cool. I can't look cool.
Look great.
There are more than 30,000 vehicles in New York City's municipal fleet. This is the crown jewel.
If you're sitting in this car, you have achieved something great.
Great, it's true. And New York is helping you share that moment.
It's its own star.
It is, and it's part of New York.
What a beauty. Oh, my gosh.
Did you hear Steve's voice get about 3 octaves higher when he was offered to drive?
Right?
That's pretty exciting.
Absolutely. I just want to touch the thing.
Yes.
Beauty.
Paul says, by the way, the car is maintained and detailed every week. And even though it's 67 years old, it only has 27,000 miles on it.
Yeah, low miles. Beautiful.
For sure.
That's going to do it here for the news at 5.
The news at 6 starts